gentlemen, the next bout of the evening is scheduled for three-minute rounds of MMA in the featherweight division. Damas y caballeros, el próximo duelo está pactada a 3 asaltos de 3 minutos en la división del peso pluma de las artes marciales mixtas. Making his way to the ring, Boostayre Bullit Nefarios.
Boostayre Nefarios 1-0 as a professional. This fight will be 3-minute rounds at 145 pounds. 5'5" from Beastman MMA in Las Vegas, Nevada. Only has 1 professional fight, but 5-1 as an amateur. As a guy who fought way back in the day, what would you have given to be able to have an amateur career, to be able to start learning how to fight before you turn pro?
Yeah, I mean, there was amateurs, but then there really wasn't. You know, it's tough. It's nice to be able to have some amateur fights so you can try your skills, you can try your hand, and because when you become a pro, you only have 1 pro record. You can't start erasing losses and taking fights back. So yeah, it's good to take some cuts in the batting cage before you get up to the plate.
These young whippersnappers don't know how hard you guys had it.
These guys back in the day, these guys don't know how tough it was. Fighting in the middle of a tennis court somewhere in Norco. These guys have no idea.
I mean, you fought him back in the King of the Cage days, Pomona Casino, all over. What were some of those are the Wild West days before it was really sanctioned in California. Did you guys know what you guys were doing back then? Did you know that the sport would be what it is today? Did you always kind of feel that?
Did we know what we were doing? Absolutely not. We had no idea what we were doing. There was no coaching, there was no guidance. We were just kind of feeling our way in the dark. And little by little, you start refining your training style, and little by little, you start fighting indoors. Not being in the rain, not in the rain. And, you know, you're not fighting in the middle of sandstorms. So things have gotten a lot easier for these young whippersnappers.
All of a sudden, I don't feel like I can complain about the air conditioning.
Making his way to the ring, Jared Crazy Legs Carlsten.
Jared Carlsten, 3-1 as a professional. He's 32 years old, out of Inglewood, California. 6'1", very tall for a featherweight. He's coming off of a loss in Pandemonium VII. Got knocked out in 32 seconds in the first round. Before that, he had 3 straight triangle submissions. So I think we know what this guy's gonna do. Don't get knocked out standing, go for your triangle later.
10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu student under Eddie Bravo. Look for the rubber guard, look for the tricky submissions, look for the guard pull possibly. Grabbing a guy, pulling him into the guard, working the rubber guard, climbing the legs up high in the back, working for the triangle, working for the gogoplata, working for the omoplata. Very familiar with the 10th Planet style. And if you don't know it, you gotta be careful because you could get submitted in it.
Very popular personality and coach is Eddie Bravo, the founder of 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu. He's mastered the art of taking a move and branding it, Eddie Bravo. I mean, he'll take moves and he'll give it its own name, give it its own spin, and it becomes Eddie Bravo's own. I mean, that's how new the sport is. Moves are getting made up all the time. It's kind of first come, first serve, but he's mastered taking moves. Like, for instance, his patented twister. You and I both know that's a wrestling guillotine, but he took it to mixed martial arts, took it to submission grappling, and really popularized it as an effective tool in combat sports.
Well, the biggest advantage of the 10th Planet style is it might sound like they're talking a bunch of gibberish, but it's a language. They're talking a language, they're speaking a language. You know, the mission control, the kung fu move, go to the zombie, go to the meat hook. These are all terms in there, and they're all techniques in the system. And if you don't know what the heck he's talking about, you're completely lost. As opposed to, you know, triangle, armbar, omoplata, the basic submissions. They renamed everything, and they almost speak their own language.
Ladies and gentlemen, your judges for this bout are Stephen Davis, Gene LaBelle, and Marty Dinkin. And when the bell rings, the man in charge inside the ring, Big John McCarthy. Introducing first, fighting out of the way of the blue corner, presentando la esquina azul, with an official weight of 146 pounds even, su peso oficial, 146 libras, with a professional record of 1 win, 0 losses, su récord profesional, una victoria, 0 derrotas, representing Sunset Boxing and MMA, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Boostayre Bullit Nefarios. His opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presentando la esquina roja, with an official weight of 144.5 pounds, su peso oficial, 144 libras y medio, with a professional record of 3 wins, 1 loss, su récord profesional, 3 victorias, 1 derrota, representing 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu and Systems MMA, fighting out of Hawthorne, California, Jared Crazy Legs Carlsten.
Here we go, back to mixed martial arts action at Pandemonium Fights. I'm RJ Clifford alongside UFC veteran Javier Vasquez, Big John McCarthy referee, Jared Carlsten in the blue, Boostayre Nefarios in the black. We're underway.
Wow, what a leg kick.
Carlsten, the taller fighter's got those long limbs you were talking about, you're so envious of.
10th Planet, the 10th Planet style, generally they're not afraid to be taken down. They'll throw some strikes, they get into a clinch, a lot of times jump into the guard, pulling their opponent down to the ground, working the rubber guard.
Quick combination by Nefarios.
Nefario looks very explosive and very strong. There's a clinch, there's a takedown.
We're talking about. Carlsten trying to get the fight to the mat any way he can.
Ooh, good knee. He's very explosive. There he goes. Working the guard. Oh boy, oh boy.
He's working for a triangle from standing position. If he can get this, big slam by Nefarios gets out of danger. Well, Nefarios wasn't sure what Carlsten was going to do with the triangles. He knows now. Eddie Bravo.
There's the takedown.
Great takedown by Carlsten. Timed that leg kick perfectly.
Jared Carlsten in the guard. He put himself there. I think he did so to make it a little bit easier to control Nefarios. He's got to control the hands, throw the elbows over the top, release the hand that's holding his head. They're going to get stood up here if he doesn't work. What?
Again, with the 3 3-minute rounds, we can do that in California. 3 3-minute rounds doesn't give you a lot of time on the ground to work your submission game. It would seem to favor the strikers, Carlsten being the grappler in this case.
RJ, what determines whether it's a 3-minute round, 3 3s or 3 5s?
I mean, it's basically a decision that the fighters can make and the promoter can make.
It's got to be a criteria. 3-minute rounds are rough. They're a lot more explosive. They're a lot more fast-paced, and you get a lot less time to work on the ground if you're a ground grappler. You always want the longer
leg
rounds.
kick by Nefarios.
Nefarios has got a wicked leg kick, and that one hurt. He's feeling that right now. There's that thump. I know exactly what he's feeling right now. He looked like he checked that one just a little bit, caught it on the upper inner thigh, or excuse me, upper inner part of his shin, that last one. Nefarios very confident with the stand-up. His hands are down.
Big head kick by Carlsten, misses.
Ooh, good right hand over the top.
That was probably the best move, the best flurry for Nefarios that entire first round because he jumped in, threw his combo, got out of range before Carlsten get his hands on him and either pull guard or go for a takedown.
Good competitive round. I'm going to lean a little bit towards Nefarios just because he was controlling the action. He landed the harder, cleaner leg kicks. He controlled where the fight was being taking place. Jared Carlsten did a great job of attacking the triangle from the standing position, but ultimately Nefarios got out and landed the cleaner, harder strikes and ultimately was controlling where the fight was taking place.
Let's see if Nefarios can learn from that last flurry he delivered on Carlsten. Go inside, throw a combination, get out. We all know what Carlsten's trying to do, get this fight to the ground and go for a triangle. The guy has three triangles.
Good right hand.
Good right hand by Nefarios.
Nefarios kind of ducked out of the way, didn't even look where the punch was going. He's an explosive fighter.
Really just throwing punches at will with in the clinch.
Oh, he pulls him in the guard. Here we go.
Pulling guard right where he wants to be.
Here we go. He's got to get his hands to the ground, going to the rubber guard, going to crackhead control, it's called. Too slippery. They are too slippery. They are both covered in sweat right now, and it's real tough to work that kind of a guard when they're that slippery. The other thing too, the other reason he was able to get out, he wasn't able to swim Nefarios' left hand to the ground. Nefario had his left hand controlling his bicep, controlling Carlsten's bicep, and wasn't on the ground. He wouldn't have been able to pull out of that if it was on the ground.
It seems like Nefarios is also getting more comfortable in the striking realm. He was coming in throwing a lot of good combinations early on.
His hands are down. I don't like that. Ooh, that one hurt. That one hurt. Those ones that don't make the sound, those are the ones that connect bone to meat. Man, he is
just
quick with
whipping those leg kicks.
He is quick with those leg kicks.
Beautiful to watch.
Both of them, the front leg kick and the rear leg kick. Carlsten throwing a leg kick of his own, coming back now, staying very calm and composed. He's not really freaking out. He's not really stressing out. He's staying calm and composed. He's keeping his hands up, waiting for the right opportunity to attack.
90 seconds.
Nefarios is relying on his explosiveness. Oh, and his right hand. He is fast and he is strong.
Carlsten says low blow. Big John stops it. First groin strike of the evening. Carlsten has 5 minutes to recover. Carlsten's corner seems confident that what he's doing is winning. I'm not sure if I agree. Nefario seems to be controlling this round with his striking, those hard leg kicks, getting inside, throwing combinations.
Trying to keep his confidence up. I think they're not looking at trying to win on points, because he's definitely not winning on points right now. Mm-hmm. He's winning, they're playing two different games. Carlsten's looking for the right opportunity to submit, and Nefarios is right now looking to either knock him out or win on points. That's what it seems like to me. So Carlsten, I don't think he's trying to outpoint him. I think he's just solely thinking about submission. If I know Eddie Bravo, he's only thinking about the submission. He's not really thinking about the points.
Carlsten recovers. Here we go. Back to round number 2. Jared Carlsten, the blue. Boostayre Nefarios.
What a leg kick by Carlsten.
And that echoed throughout the entire arena.
Oh, right hand.
Front that's marked.
That one hurt.
Nefarios wobble.
Shaking out the cobweb, Nefario. Carlsten's pretty calm. Oh boy. Down he goes.
Nefarios with the big takedown. Huge double leg slam.
Oh boy. It's too slippery. He's having a hard time.
Working his ground and pound on top.
He's got to push him away. He's got to push him away.
That woke up Nefarios. He's getting a lot of damage. Huge ground and pound from Nefarios.
He's got to get up now. That was a big burst of energy. Nefarios is recovering right now. Carlsten needs to get after him right now. While he's tired, he's got to get after him. 10 seconds left. Wow, what a round.
What a good way to end. And again, Nefarios came with a big takedown, big flurry. You got to give him round number 2.
Wow, that's a tough round to call just because Carlsten had him wobbled, but I think Nefario landed the more cleaner punches, and he landed more of them, especially right here in this sequence when he was on the ground at the end of the second round, throwing strikes from inside the guard from the standing position. But Carlsten did have him wobbled. He had to shake the cobwebs out. You saw Nefarios. Look at that punch right there. Just missed.
That final right hand. If that would have connected, it could have been lights out for Carlsten.
Yeah, it could have been all over right there.
Round number 3 in this 3-round affair. Jared Carlsten in the blue, Boostayre Nefarios in the black. Talk about a clash of styles. It's been the boxing of Carlsten versus the grappling of Nefarios. Nefarios not without his striking as well, and Nefarios not without his takedowns as well as Carlsten with his striking that he's landed a little bit.
Man, he hits hard. He was really throwing those punches hard. Nefarios is. But Carlsten is staying calm, keeping his hands up, using his length, taking his time, but he's running out of time because we're in the 3rd round now. Ooh, another good leg kick, left hook combination. Nefarios is trying to use the explosiveness. He's trying to catch Carlsten stepping in. That's what he's waiting for. He's got to go after him in this round because I don't think he's winning the points battle. Nefarios is taking his time. He's looking to catch as well. He's taking a little bit of the snap off his legs, off those leg kicks, but he's still quick, still explosive with them. Two very different styles of fighters, the technician and the explosive striker. So far, the striker's winning. Ooh, another hard leg kick by Nefarios.
Carlsten seems content to wait for Nefarios to come jumping in. Nefarios not looking to be the guy to get caught jumping in.
Nefarios he wants that scramble fest right there. He's moving. Ooh, that one hurt. I think that hurt both of them because it looked like it hit the outside of their knee of Carlsten, his left knee on the outside. Carlsten's got to get after him. Carlsten, oh, good right hand over the top. Overhand right. We call it the old duck and chuck.
It's been working for him.
Nefarios is the old pro. It looks like he's a pro at the old duck and chuck. Ooh, good right hand. Left hook right hand combination. Those one at a time aren't going to be enough for Carlsten. He's got to get after him. He's got to either try to knock him out or submit him. He's got less than a minute to go. He needs to try a head kick or something. He's got to try something to finish. He's not going to be able to do it the way he's doing it right now. Nefarios is kind of in cruise control. He's kind of waiting for Carlsten to step in. Oh, that hurt me.
Just that slap of flesh hitting bone.
They kicked each other. That was brutal.
Much slower 3rd round. Cool and calculated, both fighters.
Nice head movement by Nefarios.
And we might see a guard pull here by Carlsten.
Carlsten pummels in. Ooh, nice elbow right there by Carlsten.
And that's it. 3 rounds of action. Jared Carlsten, Boostayre Nefarios. Really an intriguing matchup. And both fighters knew what the other guy wanted to do and both defending it rather well. How did you score that fight?
I got it for Nefarios. He might have won all 3 rounds, but they were close. Carlsten was in there. It's not like it was some sort of a blowout. Carlsten was staying calm and composed, but he wasn't doing enough to win the rounds.
Well, Boostayre Nefarios came across state lines from Nevada looking for a fight, and he got one. Only 1-0 as a professional, but he does have the amateur background that we talked about. 6 amateur bouts, going 5-1. He certainly didn't fight like a guy who only has 1 professional fight. Good game planning, got out of a lot of trouble. Stayed savvy late in the 3rd.
The biggest weakness of the 10th Planet system are the takedowns. They really got to work on the takedowns. They're so confident in their guard work that they sacrifice learning how to take people down to pull them into the guard. And because of the slipperiness tonight, Carlsten wasn't able to pull off the submission from his back.
Fantastic submission skills are like a Colt 45 left in your holster if you can't get the takedown. That's more or less what happened tonight.
Taking quite a bit to come up with a decision here. Here we go.
Here we go, the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, Judge Stephen Davis scores about 29-28, Carlsten. Gene LaBelle scores about 30-27, Nefarios. And Marty Dinkins scores about 30-27. Your winner by split decision, Boostayre Bullit Nefarios!
Nefarios' game planning and striking won him that round. Do you agree with that decision, Javi?
I agree with the decision. I thought Carlsten did a fantastic job. He wasn't getting killed in each round, but he was definitely losing each round. Nefarios was doing just enough. He was throwing he was controlling where the fight was taking place. No discredit to Carlsten, though. He did a great job. He just wasn't doing enough to win the round.
I also feel like Carlsten had his moment striking. Absolutely, he landed some punches, landed some kicks. But when you look like the guy out of your element, I think judges are going to sway to the other guy naturally. If you look like the guy who's trying to get it down but can't, even if you're doing all right on your feet, the judges are going to think you're losing because you look uncomfortable. I think that was a big part as well.
That could be as well. Like I said, I don't think it was any kind of a blowout. When you look at 30-27, it looks like a dominating performance. But each round was very, very close. They were each very, very close.
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a quick break. Intermission time. Get yourself a drink, get yourself a snack. We will be back momentarily. Thank each and every one of you for coming out to the Fairplex here in Pomona, California. Once again, intermission time. We will be back momentarily. Thank you.